Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Today, I actually wanted to do a pick a card reading, but there is a collective energy that is really pulling my attention. So I'm going to do a collective reading. Now, in these collective readings, I pick up on all the messages that want to come through and I bring them together in one reading. At times, all the messages are related, also related to a collective theme. At other times, I pick up on different storylines. So it's up to the viewer to feel at first if the whole reading is for you or not. If not, you can still watch the whole reading and then you will consciously and or unconsciously pick out the messages that are for you. Or you can tap into your intuition, move over the timeline and feel where you need to stop. And then there will be a message or messages for you. So collective, the big energy that is really pulling my attention here is it's one that includes a lot. So there is betrayal in here. There is feeling misled, feeling misguided. There is anger, there is disappointment, there is a lot of feelings that come back to betrayal in a sense, or being misled or misguided. And it involves situations, it involves people, but it also or it can also involve being misled by the divine itself, by your guidance, feeling unseen and feeling left out in a sense by your own guidance. So it's two ways, or with people or situations, but also in your own guidance. And what I feel in here with is, if it's according to other people, situations, then it's really asking for forgiveness. And it's coming up because it's parts that are still holding you back from transitioning into that new you. So they are coming up to 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 ask for your attention, to go into forgiveness and to see any and all situations from the highest possible perspective. Now, if it's according to your guidance, there is a sense in here of also learning to surrender that and coming to a place of true faith. Because when we feel misguided or misled by the divine, by God Himself, by our guidance, by spirit, by source, when we feel misguided there, when we feel misled, when we feel betrayed, when we feel disappointed, there is still a part inside that believes or thinks that our human self, our ego, knows better. And situations like that, where you feel that you are being misguided or misled by God Himself, by Source, by Spirit, it brings up these parts of you that need to be surrendered. It brings up these parts of you, of your ego, of your human self, that thinks it knows better, or that believes it knows better than the divine, than the highest source. And there we go into, when we can surrender that, we can go into true faith. Because that is faith now. If whatever happens, if it, at, for sure in the moments that it doesn't make any sense at all, it's in these moments that we come into true faith. Of my own self, of my own human self, I know nothing. And I trust in you, God. I trust in you, Source. I trust in you, Spirit. I trust in the plan that you have for me. And again, this humble place of my own self, I know nothing. So when you feel misguided, when you feel betrayed, when you feel misled by God Himself, by the divine, it's bringing up these parts of you that God, Source, Spirit is asking you to also surrender, to also let go of, to also release, to give it to God, Source, Spirit. Surrender also that to God, Source, Spirit, and come into faith, true faith. So it's more of that ego, more of that human self, more of these parts of ourself that need to die to truly live. We are in this big moment of transition, big moment of transformation, big shifts are happening, and a lot of parts cannot come with us into this new reality. So these parts are coming up, the parts that cannot go into that new you, go into that new realm, into that new life. They are coming up to the surface to also surrender. And that is in whatever way, if it's with people, situations, circumstances, or by God, with God, Source, Spirit, Himself, itself. So faith, true faith, is being asked here. Or you are being invited to step into that. And we do that by surrender. True surrender from a very humble place. I also feel in here a sense of feeling indifferent, almost apathic, of this sense of I don't care anymore because not even God has my back. And to people also, I don't even care anymore because I put my heart and soul into someone, into something, and it leads to nothing. So I feel that in here, and that's a part that wants to die. That part wants to die, meaning surrender, release, let go, surrender. And that part wants to die and to be transformed, to be alchemized, to be transmuted, to be rebirthed into something different. So let it die. Let it go. Don't hold on to anything that is not serving you. And a feeling of indifference, a feeling of apathy, a feeling of anger, which is something different. But it's also in here, this anger, this disappointment. These are feelings we don't want to take with us. They can exist. Don't ignore them. Hold space for them. Again, they are coming up to be loved, to hold space for it, to shine light upon it, so they can dissolve, they can be released, to purify you, to cleanse you. And whatever is cleansed, whatever is purified within you, is creating open space for the truth in all its ways to flow in, to take that space. And there it's again this, what I always say, and I keep on saying that this, whatever feelings rise that are unpleasant to feel, the pain, the hurt, the darkness, if these feelings rise, we hold space for it, but we don't identify with it, we don't dwell in it, we just hold loving space for it. So the Seven of Swords comes out again, and that's the energy that I feel in here. Is this betrayal, lies, deception, being misled, being misguided. It's that energy that is here. The moon is also here. Shadows, all these shadows that are coming up with the Ten of Swords. It's heavy burden, heavy, heavy burdens that are weighing. These are heavy feelings that are weighing, um, a lot of darkness that is been moved, and when it's moved in the body it's being felt, and it's being moved, or when it's being moved, it's the moment to work with it and to release it. The work with it is to hold space for it. And then we have the Queen of Swords here with the Nine of Cups under it. So it's this shining, and this card is so beautiful. This is exactly the feeling I have with this. The work we do with that is we hold this space for whatever rises. We hold it from a place of truth. We see through it. And in here this is the connection. This is the faith also connected. All of it, it's connected. It's the faith in God, in source, in spirit. No matter how my reality, no matter how my situation looks, despite how it all looks, I trust in the divine. I trust in God. I have full faith. And under that is the Nine of Cups, which is fulfillment. It's ultimate wish fulfillment. So it's this, whatever rises now for you, if it's unpleasant to feel, just know that it's been moved, that it's been felt by you, to also release, to make even more space for this new you, for this new life, for this big shift that we are in, for big this big um, turnaround of events. So hold space for whatever darkness rises. Hold loving space for it and shine light upon it. And understand why you are feeling this. Understand that this is a process. A process of transformation is a process of death, dying, and rebirth, resurrection. So we are in this massive process of transformation. We are in this transition. So that also means it includes that whatever is not serving us has to die. The frequency is changing. Whatever is of a dense frequency cannot come to this higher frequency. It has to die. And it asks for our conscious choice to do so. Our conscious choice to do so, and our trust and our faith in God's source spirit, in that higher source, to guide us through this. We need to have faith. We need to have faith. That's where the fulfillment comes in. the true fulfillment, not a false God fulfillment, true fulfillment. So even though whatever rises is unpleasant to feel, try to find that place of gratitude, because if it's moved, if it's been felt by you, it also means that you are ready for something bigger. You are ready for something different. You are ready for this big shift. Otherwise, these things would stay under the surface. You wouldn't be aware of them. So find your gratitude in there also, and give your loving attention. Give loving space to whatever rises. Whatever rises, love that. And in the same time, know what is happening. There is an energy also here of, I hear the wolves howling in the night, and this feels very double, because there is a sense of sadness in here, but there is also a sense of calling in your guidance. Calling in your guidance, and when you howl in the night, to call in your guidance, the joy, the grace, the bliss, the love, the peace will come down on you, will come down within you. It's very beautiful how this is coming through. But like I say, there is a sense of sadness also in here. And the sadness feels related to Wheel of Fortune, bottom of the deck. Everything is turning. The sadness, what I feel in here also is this, there is a sense of grief that comes with that, because the death brings up sadness and grief. But something else comes in the place. Something else is there. And this howling in the night, calling in your guidance, is also this sense of fate. Whatever I am going through, whatever I am feeling, whatever is happening, whatever I see in my outside world, which is an illusion, which it's a projection, it's a program. Whatever I see, despite how it looks, I trust and I have faith. And I keep on calling my guidance in. I keep on howling in the night, because I trust and I have faith. I am protection is also in here. That is very beautiful. I am very protected. I feel very protected. Also, that comes with that trust. It comes with that faith. Because as a human being, we have this, or as an infinite soul in this human experience, we have certain ideas. Our mind is fooling us so many times, and we have certain ideas of how the things should look. But this is seen from our eyes of duality, our human eyes, which are the eyes of illusion. They are not the truth. There is something higher that sees it all, and we really have to trust and have faith in that. And that comes with dropping, letting go, releasing, surrendering how we think, our human selves think it should be, it should look, it should feel. Surrender all of that. The wheel is spinning. This is a stage of completion. which is also the transitioning. Something is being completed here, something is dying to be reborn. And I keep on hearing trust, faith, trust, faith. The star is here, hope. The Empress is here, the Divine Mother. She's guiding us through this if we allow her to. And if we howl to her, if we howl to Spirit, because Spirit, it's the Divine Mother and the Divine Father in one. But the Divine Mother, the aspect of the Divine Mother is this nurturing, this caring, this loving part. And this is the Empress that is coming through here. Have with the star, have hope, have faith, trust in this loving protection, this loving guidance that is always there. And then with the Four of Pentacles, it's this: don't hold on to anything that is not serving you. Don't hold on to anything that is not in resonance with this energy of God's source spirit, with the presence of it. Don't hold on to anything of it. Just shine light upon it. Hold space for it. Be the Divine Mother for these feelings, for these experiences. Be the Divine Mother for it and don't hold on to it. Let go. Yeah, whatever situation rises now, it's really about seeing through it, seeing the truth through it, and act from your highest possible, or act in the highest possible way. Treat every situation that rises now in the highest possible way. Grief, regret, service. What I also feel in here again is this coming back to the howling, this sadness that is there, this grieving, the process of dying, which, if surrendered, brings you in service, because whatever you surrender, whatever you forgive, release, let go, surrender, it's also an act of service, because whatever you do for you, it can look very individual. But whatever you do there, it has a ripple effect into the collective. We are all one being. We are all in this together. And whatever we do for ourselves, we do for all our brothers and sisters. And this is the good deeds and the bad deeds. Although I don't judge anything as being good or bad, but it's this: are we doing the things coming from the right place, from a heart's place, from a God's intention, or are we doing them from a human place, from an ego place, which is not a God's intention? So whatever we do for ourselves, whatever loving acts we do for ourselves, we do for all our brothers and sisters. Always take that with you. This is not just about you. Although it can seem like that, it can look like that, it can feel like that, but it's not. I also feel in here, this is a specific situation for someone. Um, there is I pick up on these feelings of someone did a lot of good deeds coming from the right intention for someone else or for other people. And this has been, you feel betrayed in there. This has come back to you in a way that does not feel as if it is coming from the right place. And this is an invitation for you, if you feel spoken to with this is an invitation for you to also look at it from the highest possible perspective. Forgive them, they don't know what they do. Forgive them, they don't know what they do. And if you bring that together in the highest consciousness, where we are all one being, it comes back to, I am sorry, please forgive me, I love you and thank you. Because whatever my brothers and my sisters do, I also have a part in there. Has it been in this lifetime or any other lifetimes, I also have a part in there. So I feel this situation in here, but I also feel a very pure intention coming from you in there, that you really wanted to help, you really wanted to be of service to certain people. I feel more, it's connected to more people. It's a situation that has repeated itself, and the same, or it was a similar situation bringing up similar feelings within you, where you feel like, I have given so much coming from the right place, really wanting to help, and now it comes back to me in a, I hear, in an ugly way. So again, I really feel your purity in there. And there it's finding that highest possible consciousness and seeing through it and forgiving it. Don't let it bring you down. Also in that situation, act from that pure place, from where the first intention came to help another. Also forgive from that place. See from that place. See into that situation from that place. Shine light upon it. Shine light upon it, which is looking with the eyes of God, looking with the eyes of the divine, your one true eye instead of your eyes of duality. Nothing is as it seems. Forgive me the snoring. It's my dog. Hmm. I also feel some of you dwelling in situations from the past, dwelling in the sense of um, having a regret over certain choices that you made and beating yourself up for it. And also, there it's about finding your place of forgiveness, finding your place of compassion for yourself. Imagine within that situation that someone else or an innocent child would come to you with that experience that you are judging yourself for. imagine an innocent child coming to you with that story. What would you do? How would you treat the child? How would you speak with the child? And do that for you. This also really asks for your forgiveness, for your compassion. There is no need to beat yourself up for anything. In that specific moment, you did the best you could. It's just asking for forgiveness, true forgiveness, which you deserve, which we all deserve. And that doesn't mean we can just behave in ugly ways. That word keeps, there is something with these ugly ways. So it's significant for some. It doesn't mean that we should behave in all ugly ways and then just forgive. It's not that. When we practice true forgiveness, our behavior will naturally change. And we will do our utmost best to do the right things. And when we slip, we go into true forgiveness. When we judge, the chances that we make or that we act out ugly behavior is a lot more big when we keep on judging ourselves. It's this vicious cycle. I also feel defense in here of letting go of certain situations, feelings, people. There is defense in letting go. If you feel spoken to with that, look into what is your defense? Why are you defensive? Because what is behind there is a fear. There is a fear behind there. Look into that. Feel into that. What is this showing you? What is this situation trying to tell you? And for most of you, this is related to past or present love situations, lovers situations, I mean with that. There is another message that wants to come through with that. Okay, so this situation where some feel defensive to let go, you are waiting for some kind of justice before you can let this go. And there is really an invitation in here to see that also this is in the hands of God. It's in the hands of the divine, of source, of spirit. And the justice is not up to you. The thing that is up to you is to let this die. That comes out again. Let this die, let this go. Because as long as you are holding on to these feelings of, I want justice in this situation before I can find peace, you are loading yourself with baggage that is weighing you down. It's weighing on you. And this is your responsibility to take care of. It's your responsibility to say, okay, also this situation, I surrender to you, God. Source, Spirit, I surrender this and I trust that justice will prevail. And for you, you have to choose to drop this because it's holding you back. It's holding you back from finding stability and finding your way home. So there is an invitation in here to leave the justice to God, Source, Spirit, to that higher power, and to take care of yourself, to choose to let this die, to choose to drop that backpack. And by choosing to drop that backpack, you open for yourself a path to stability and a path to really coming home within. Hmm. Okay, so to put all of this together, there is really this sense of whatever comes up for you now, this is about surrendering it and finding your true faith in something higher than yourself. Trusting, trusting that it's spinning, it's turning, and it's a phase of completion. Especially when things arise that you don't understand, the big question marks. Surrender everything to God, Source, Spirit. Surrender everything to God, Source, Spirit, and also trust. Trust that you are being seen. Awakening. Trust that you are being seen. Trust that you are protected. Trust that you are guided. Alignment. You are aligning. You are aligning with this new you, with this new life, with your new reality. And this alignment also brings up everything that is not in alignment with that. It's just part of this, again, part of this process of transition, part of this process of transformation. If you are aligning with this new path, everything that's in the way of it is being put in front of you or is being felt within you. And this is all an invitation to give that love. Act as the divine mother within all these situations. Again, whatever rises, love that. Know that you are aligning with this new self. You are in this process. And whatever comes up to be released, to be loved, to be um, to be seen, to be acknowledged for being there, not to dwell in it, but to give loving space for it. And the more you do that, the more your alignment is manifesting. The more your alignment is manifesting, and the more your pillars, the more your foundation is solidified. Okay, my beautiful collective, this is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it was helpful. And I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one.